Hello, everybody. The daily gravitational report. If you see the picture up here, that's what is going to be pretty much the energy of organizing, thinking, a lot of green, a lot of positive things, a lot of questions, a lot of thoughts. But the end of the day is important because in the end of the day, going into all this journey of strength, showing up, thinking, finally you're gonna find to put the pieces within you together. This energy also is gonna be similar to yesterday, so you're gonna feel at the end of the day different energies from within you, internal peace for you to remind you that today on the main channel we are going to talking about twin flames and astrology for and some of the aspects that we can discuss and take a look from within. So it's going to be a lot of digging into the astrology today. So what is the energies currently is also going a lot of the review of the past. Uranus is going, he's going retrograde and he is moving and he is in this position of change. He is in this power of change. We're feeling that this slows down, like nothing goes right, nothing goes forward and we're feeling this energy of it. Um, and that energy is going to be present. You're going to feel this going back in time, and that can rise all those questions in your mind. Why do I see it? Why do I feel it? What is that? That is about to organize your current affairs on the base of the review, the base of the things, based of realizations, based of thoughts, and so on and so on from within. Even when you wake up early in the morning, the ascendant is going to be a Virgo. That is going to be the time that you are going to look about organizing, putting things from within. The first things first is the ascendant has a divine aspect with Jupiter. You're going to thinking about what you need to grow, where you need to grow, what part from within you need to grow. Is that already related to a Venus in Leo? Yes, it is. For it, that is this energy of growing, of be in this grown up woman, this is grown up parts when in you or understanding what grown woman should be from within yourself. MC is at 3 degrees. The ascendant is at 7 degrees, and we have a Pluto that is on 26 degrees with Capricorn. Pluto is transformations. He is this energy that shows us what we need to transform. Right now, the sun it's preparing to move into Virgo. So you may feel the focus of finally get off of the Leo's energy and moving into Virgo. That's what today this energy of the king will be. What I need to organize. After I learned everything, after I got into all this, now what I need to do to keep going forward, what I'm going to do forward in my life, what I'm going to change. During this transitions within Virgo, you may be looking for a new place. You may be looking for new opportunities. You may be looking at for a new ways to organize your life. All right. Since Uranus in the North Node is still in Taurus, you might be looking for a new place. You might looking at for new situations from within you to get to new opportunities, to get or fix your current situations from within. That thinking is going to be pretty much occupied the whole day. MC, that is now in Gemini together with Mars, is going to tell you, like, think about it. Look, explore your options. Look out there, see how the things will be. A lot of thinking. You might feel this energy of Mars that it's point you. What if I do or what if I don't? Very beautiful time for this transformations because Mercury at Virgo is entwined with the Mars, so is Pluto. Pluto tries with Mars. That leads to a deep masculine transformations from within you by talking to yourself, by doing the inner work. Very powerful moment. Use this moment, these energies to evolve, to improve yourself. So at 8 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be very close to Mercury. Need the desire for communications or talk communications or some sort of calls or some things that you're thinking about it, you want to do about it, or you're worried about it. So that ascendant, though, it's opposing Neptune. You don't see it yet. You're only thinking about it. That's what this is. You're questioning what would have happened. All right, you using your brain to see what would have happened. Okay, that's what this energy begins to be in effect from within you. It's coming to you, but it's not require your actions. Okay, because this energy later on is going to come into the MC, and when it's an MC, then you're going to be kind of like within your soul realizing you will realize when is the proper time for actions when it goes to the midheaven. Okay, so uh, this energy also is gonna bring this divine aspects with Saturn. Some of you maybe get messages during this transition of the ascendant between Leo and 19 degrees of Virgo. So that's between 7 or 8 o'clock, depends on where you live. But you're gonna get this divine kind of like illuminations coming into you, like moment. Maybe that's what it was. That's what's going on. That's what situations. Maybe this. Maybe that. Maybe. But you are doing the thinking process. So at 9 o'clock, the ascendant it's right in Libra. It is opposing Neptune and Jupiter, who they are both retrograde. It's trinic Mars in Uranus in the North Node, but intense energies because now MC is in Cancer. And that is a lot of T squares, a lot of intense push energy during this time. Jupiter is squaring the MC, the Moon, and Lilith, and that is about like no growth within the feminine. That's what a lot of the females may be experiencing. This overwhelmed, overwhelmed thinking, or if you have a lot of feminine energies, when you're going to feel that it's like constantly something about to worry about situations, about communications, because that T square is also evolved Mercury from within you. So the ascendant is at 1 degree, the MC is at 1 degree. Uh, that could be intense pressure from within you, but that is only the energy that's present that you are going to deal with that later on. It's only coming as energy. All right, that is going to be playing around 1 o'clock when the MC is in Libra. So at 10 o'clock, the ascendant is at 13 degrees of Libra. The energy is a little bit improved. There is a sextile with Venus now. It's like Venus, it's learning about relationship. Look at this energy, look at this learning, look at that situations. The ascendant in Libra actually is entwined also with Saturn. It's like look the things behind the veil, look the things that were not spoken, look the things that was never said, look the things as a reality. And Saturn is in opposition with Venus, and Venus is like, I don't want to look at this, I don't want to look at it that, I just want to understand. Good, you can go ahead and you can understand, but through the relationships with others you will understand what the secret is, and that's what the ascendant energy is going to present from within you. Your spirit, though, it's going to be in the family. It's about family matters. Very beautiful aspect with North Node and Uranus, and that trine with Mercury and Pluto. It is about to figure out conflicts within family. If you have intense feelings about this, that comes in because the ascendant is in squaring both MC and Lilith, and Jupiter is squaring MC and Lilith. That is could be some of the things within your shadow as a feminine energy, or you're gonna understand something about shadow within the feminine energies from within you that not good for the family. Okay, those are the things that didn't happen, that weren't right, that wasn't proper, and so on. That can create intense feelings from within you, but it's about energy to feel, the energy to understand. The gravitation is pushing you there so you can look the problem, all right? Not to blindfold yourself. But if you already look into the problem and you decide that you want to look for it, that is about to changing your current present situation, which is the North Node in Taurus, to fix the things within art from within you. So that is going to be a 10 at 11 o'clock. The ascendant is still at Libra, 25 degrees, divine energy with Neptune. Beautiful divine visions coming in around this time. We're talking about the trine with Saturn still is going to go, but now we are having a sextile with the sun. The sun is at 29 degrees, 30 minutes, still in Leo. But there is the divine energies of Pluto to transform, to help that transition of the king, now evolved and wised, now to go ahead and begin to organize its kingdom from within. So this is a energy that's going to help you, but the king or the queen from within you has to take the time before do anything to look what needs to organize. In the first few days, when the sun moves into Virgo, we are going to experiencing this like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know where I'm going to go. I don't know what is this. I don't know what is that. But there's going to be some divine energies in this because Pluto is going to helping the sun during this transitions process that will be for quite a few days ahead. So the MC is at 29 degrees between Cancer and Leo. The MC next hour is going to shift and it's going to be coming in together with Venus. That's going to be at 12 o'clock. Could be a lot of intense energies in there. You know, Venus that wasn't wanted to grow, the Venus that don't want it to listen, the Venus that didn't want it to become the goddess, the Venus that did want it to become this powerful woman for. Now it's within you. Or you see the ungrowth woman, ungrowth female, what they should have done and what so on. If you have masculine energies, you're going to want this. Ascendant is at 7 degrees at Scorpio. That is going to be a shadow work. Beautiful trine with Lilith. Why is that though? To see that what you have to improve, to see your shadow, to see the shadow from others, to help make corrections, to make help in evolutions from within your own self. The ascendant is squaring MC and Venus is like, here's the problem. Don't be blind. You know the problem. And that is about to remind you about the inner work that needs to be done within the goddess part from within you. So at 1 p.m., the ascendant is at 18 degrees. At Scorpio, we talk about this over and over. That is this cross of North Node and Uranus, and what do you need to do in the shadow? You still have long things to clear. That could be your personal things. That could be a baggage from within family. That could be a collective baggage, shadow, inner work that you're going to do. But you're doing something. And what you're doing is that you see the visions of things that were not proper. Maybe you have nothing to fix. but you see within the others how you to improve, how to evolve, and you begin to ask your questions. What's going on? What is all this about? So the MC is 29 degrees, 56 minutes together with the sun that is in 29 degrees, 35 minutes, divine, beautiful energies with Pluto. You will transform. Pluto doesn't have push aspects to push you through. Actually, he is supporting you. But the divine energies can be pushed on you. So look at it from within yourself. What do you resist or what you don't accept? And that can help you with organizing the things within the shadow from within you. So at 2 o'clock, the ascendant, it's 0 degrees at Sagittarius. Beautiful energy now. You passed through this tough period, the previous hour of feeling this energy. The MC is in Virgo. Now it's like you need to organize this, you need to organize everything for Mercury. It's about let's find out information, let's dig it up, let's call, let's talk. I'm tired of this. I've got to get all this. That I need to get it done, and I need to focus. I need to fix this. I need to improve this. It's time to get it better. Situations that it's gonna come in. That is coming because the North Node, Uranus and Mercury and Pluto are in place. But now the ascendant is in sextile with Pluto, is in sextile with Mercury. The ascendant is trining Jupiter and Neptune. It's basically very powerful one. That is the rebirth from within you. You came out of the hole. You came out of the shadow. Now you have feelings that you got this energy, you to fix everything within the world. That is just energy present. You're probably at work at this time. You can go home and fix everything that you need to fix. You're only sensing the energy at 2 o'clock. If you're at work for it, the MC that is in Virgo right now, it's working to do the job within your working place. You maybe talk to a people at work. You maybe talk to someone about work and work situations that you are trying to put for a better uh, for everyone out there. Okay, so at 3 p.m. the MC is together with Mercury, but the MC is in Libra. That was the energy when the ascendant was at 3 degrees in Libra, and you feel now the work, this partnership, the things that needs to be done. Ascendant at this time helps Venus. Okay, the ascendant is in trine with Venus, and Venus is in trine with Neptune, and Neptune is in trine with the ascendant. Also, the ascendant gives the divine energies towards the moon and Lilith, which is they pretty much catching up themselves together again in Cancer. But there is an argument in there. Okay, there is an argument in there. There is a the moon and Lilith. They're in square with Jupiter, kind of like not seeing the growth in their own way in the family. And that is coming from the square from Jupiter. Is the same time they are in the square with MC. That is in Libra. It's kind of like about the relationship. So you might be looking at from within you the relationships issues that the mother has in the family, because the moon, that's what represents. It represents the mother for you. That oppositions with Neptune and Jupiter can lead you to wrong ideas, to wrong communications. Stay away from it. If you have argued communications with in yourself, or somebody's judging you as a mother, or you judging your mother, or whatever mother issues you have from within you, all right, just to look at it now. Don't act, but look at them. They're coming there, point you out the problem. Okay, the problem is not judgment, the problem is corrective actions for improvement, right? Don't look at it the judgment like this. Look at it as a corrective actions to improve. And that's what the ascendant of Sag is giving this divine energy towards, like, hey, hold on, nobody's judging you, somebody's telling you mistakes that you need to correct, all right? That's what this is, energy coming. So at 4 p.m., the ascendant is at 25 degrees to Sag. This divine energy is not there anymore. That's supporting the moon and Lilith. The moon and Lilith, they are squaring Jupiter, lack of growth. Maybe advice, maybe something within the shadow that has not been done. Maybe within you as a mother, maybe between you and your mother, or maybe the person you that you're understanding about motherhood and so on. There is no growth in there. You're looking for something else from within. MC now is at 18 degrees of Libra. The energy that right now is sextiling Venus and trining Saturn, karmic lessons to be learned for the goddess from within you. This energy with Mercury, it's going to be very powerful at this time. He isn't above, it's the highest place on the horizon. Now communications is needed, but there is the proper time for it, because the ascendant says, like, no, not yet. Hold on in there, because the ascendant squares Mercury is like, it's not the proper time, it's not the proper situations, because you don't have clarity over the visions. You're gonna have the clarity later on. Let it pass. Okay, the MC is in divine energy with North Node in Uranus. That's about relationships. You're gonna get this aha moment of what you need to fix in the relationship. First of all, with yourself, with the divine, with everyone, with a spouse, with the family, and so on. Business or work-related issues. That's what this time is. That's like the end of the shift. It's like, I should have fixed this, I should have fixed that. Maybe I need to talk to this person, to this boss, improve this situation, because it creates the tensions from within you at work, because the AMC is the beginning of the 10th house. At 5 p.m., the ascendant is opposing the moon and Lilith, and you're like, not again. I have to deal with the motherhood things. I have to deal with my mother. Maybe my mother wants something, or dealing with mother's issues, mother's understanding, and so on and so on. It's gonna be this kind of like an energy between the work and family, or maybe work within the family, or family business from within. You may want to look at it to these situations, but the MC and Scorpio, it's pointing out the good part of the shadow. It's not only pointing out to the moon in Lilith, but it's also pointing out to the sun. The MC at 4 degrees at Scorpio is in sextile with the sun. Now it's like it's ready to move. It needs to be cleaned out. It's understood from both the moon and the sun that, yeah, it's time to clear the things out. Okay, it's waiting on us. We got nobody else. It's us. But us first begins from within you, realizing the reality from within you. The ascendant is also squaring Jupiter, and Jupiter squares the moon in Lilith. Again, this communication stuff, this energy between you and your mother, or the mother from within you, or understanding others about mothering. Look in there. Okay, could be intense, could be a situations, could be a something from within you, but that is this energy, because right now the moon is in Cancer. She's at home. She has to become the goddess at home. She has to maintain the peace at home. She has to cook. She has to do the things at home. The care as mother, okay? But she has issues right now. Something is not the way it should have been. That's what this push energy is, to point out the problem from within you. At 6 o'clock, the ascendant is at Pluto. This energy is coming to remind you, is like, relax, okay? You're gonna transform, you're gonna be do the inner work, you're gonna do your shadow work, you're gonna do everything. Everything happens talks with communications. However, Neptune opposing Mercury can be a fears passing to you for lack of communications. That could be a wrong visions about what the communications will be, what the situations will be. But Pluto is telling you transform, change. Mars is also giving power to Mercury to do all this for Uranus and the North Node. They are in the same positions. However, the MC is at 19 degrees. It's opposing this square that we talk about for a while between the Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. But now the Venus is involved on this. Now it is about the love, the understanding from within love. Is the love toxic or the love proper? It is the right situation. It is that kink, is that control? Is the love has to be controlled? Is the love, no. Love solve all the problems. That is going to be the learning of Venus. But right now, Venus, it's been pounded in there because that Venus, it has to become the goddess. She needs to become this goddess from within herself for, okay? And at 7 p.m., the MC is in Sagittarius. It's opposing Mars and squares the Sun. It's like you blaming the father, you're blaming yourself, you're blaming everything. Wow, what is that all about? It's not about blame. It is about to point a problem from within you that you need to solve from within yourself. Maybe learning as the father figure, or understanding about the fathering, understanding about the king from within you. A lot of energy that, yeah, it's pushed energy for. It's going to save you the Pluto that's going to tell you change, just change, okay? Just look within you and change. If you can't change other people, you can change yourself. But change. You can't be staying in the same spot. The ascendant is at 15 degrees in Aquarius, rebellion time. But that rebellion time is opposing Venus. It's like you're in stuck situation, Venus. You ain't going anywhere. You have to look rebellious way of doing things. And Venus is opposing the ascendant and opposing Saturn, and a T-square with North Node and Uranus. It's like no escape from this. Like you feel like no room for improvement. But that energy will change because later on we are going to have around 11 o'clock. I have the picture here for you. I'm going to show you. At 11 o'clock, there's going to be a beautiful energy. So you putting the puzzle from within you throughout the day. And at 8 o'clock, the ascendant is in Pisces. Beautiful trine with the moon and Lilith. It's finally time to look at the confusion. Who is confused? The emotions, the shadow, it's confusing you. Who is confusing who? Is the way you're looking into the world, which is the ascendant. Who is confusing who? So now there's going to be a lot of brain work about confusions, about misunderstandings, about the things that wasn't right. MCs and divine energies with North Node and Uranus. Beautiful time. You're getting divine messages now within your soul. The MC is in trine with Venus, and Venus is in trine with Jupiter. It's like, wow, all this. But the sun is angry. The sun has no positive aspect. It's only at T squares and oppositions. And it's like, right, that he is happy that he has to transition and get to work, to get dirty. to move the stones. He's the king. The king cannot move the stones. Now, the king is angry because he has to move the stones himself. He has to become the leader, not the king. The leader who leads its kingdom right up front. And some of you are not gonna like it. This is not kind of like I don't work. Well, no, everyone works, little or different way. Be mindful. You may have some bosses communications or thinking about bosses or anything to do with the boss situations in there. Don't take your work problems at home, okay? Because you bring the war from within you at home. Home is a sacred place for the peace, for the inner peace, and for love, not for bringing wars in there. And at 9 o'clock, intense energies again. The MC is at 2 degrees and Capricorn to work, the things, the situations, the mother, the father. Ah, do I need to work on this? A lot of intense energies. A lot of pushing, a lot of pressure on you. The ascendant is together with Jupiter in Aries. Now some fire pounding towards. Stay away from the phone. Period. Period. All right. It's 9 o'clock. Don't talk. Okay. Don't communicate. You might communicate with the father figure during this time for advice or something, but he doesn't know what to do. Maybe he's got his own issues. MC is in opposition with the moon and Lilith. It's like no mothering. I don't want to hear about mothering. I don't want to know anything about this. I had enough within the family. This has to stop. This has to continue. It has to end. I got too much. It is too much. You want to feel like it is too much, and it is too much. It is what it is. At 10 o'clock, the things calm down. The MC is on approaching Neptune. It's kind of like listen, you can't change others, but you can change yourself. But before you change yourself, calm down and understand the things you need to change. The ascendant is at 29 degrees and Aries, divine energies with Mercury. Maybe time for you calling someone for support, for spiritual support, or maybe you go, you read a book, you watch a movie, you do something to look to get this, even if that is a going out for a walk, just to get divine communications from the beginning. The MC is at Capricorn at 16 degrees. Up there, it's got a divine energy towards the Venus. Beautiful energy, the divine message that comes to a Venus that says, like, you're next queen, you're next goddess, but you need to change. If you don't change, nothing will change from within you. If you can't change others, change yourself. That is going to be a lot of the thinking that goes on. And during this time, you're going to feel it. The North Node in Uranus energy is going to be very powerful. It's just going to bring you internal peace. It's going to bring your internal communications from within. And that is at 10 p.m. So at the 11 p.m., all right, these energies, okay, from intensity, they're going to be turned, all right. As you see here, the MC is at 0 degrees, but all those beautiful energies here, they're creating a kite that will help you to calm down the situations, that will help you with the divine energy towards the sun, who is at 29 degrees, 59 minutes after transition to Virgo. Okay, that's 29, 59 in here. As you see, the Mercury is here. It's supporting all the energy and the movements of energy to help Pluto in the MC with transformations, to have the clarity of the visions, not opposing energies of what you think should be, but through transformations, you get the proper visions. You going to see the right visions in life because the ascendant is together with Uranus and the North Node. That same energy is going to come back to Mercury. As you see it, there is a few pull energy, which is they're going to dominate it at this time. To remind you that if you stay within this blockages from within yourself, and you're blocking yourself, there's going to be a lot of intense energy, specifically about love from within you. Okay, that is the princess that doesn't want to change. So if you have so many questions, I'm ready to take a question. If not, I'm going to close this session out, and I'm going to see you all at 4 p.m. And here we're going to talk about twin flames and astrology. Okay, guys. All right. So there is no questions. Thank you so much, and be love. All right, be love. It's always gonna end up at the end of the day. It's gonna be good, and the peace from within you. Be love.